Good day, everyone. First and foremost, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ruiz Lirag, and now for this video presentation, let me show you my simplified model of traffic flow simulation tool. On this one, there are several factors that we must consider to begin with. First, the arrival rate, meaning to say, ito yung dami ng sasakyan papuntang intersection lane, or in other words, kapag may mataas na arrival rate, there is a possibility na magkakasutan ng congestion. But wait, ano nga ba yung congestion na tinatawag natin? Basically, ito yung nagsaset sa pagbilis o pagbagal ng traffic flow. Second one is the speed of the vehicle na darating. Ito naman yung bilis ng pagtakbo ng mga sasakyan papuntang intersection lane. And the last one is the traffic light timing. Ito naman yung oras sa minuto na kinakailangan bago makatawid ang mga sasakyan to their own desired lane. Alongside with this traffic flow simulation tool, there are different questions that we must answer. Number one is, what specific metrics will you use to analyze a traffic flow? In this case, pipiliin natin yung average queue length. With this one, we can show kung gaano karaming sasakyan ang naghihintay pumasok sa isang intersection lane. And we can also show here kung gaano nga ba kahaba yung daloy ng sasakyan na pwedeng makaapekto upang magkaroon ng mabigat na daloy ng trapiko. Second one is that, how will you identify the potential bottlenecks based on the model's output? In our case, there are different bottlenecks that I've noticed. Number one is the road design and infrastructure. Dahil dito nagkakaroon ng poor road condition kung saan may mga ongoing construction dahilan para magkaroon ng pagkadelay at pagbagal ng daloy ng trapiko. Traffic signals or poor traffic light timing. Ibig sabihin, wala masyadong maayos na pag-oras sa traffic lights, which is ito yung nagkakos para magkaroon ng heavy traffics o mahabang pila ng mga sasakyan. Third one is lane configuration. Insufficient lanes para sa dami ng sasakyan dahilan para magkaroon ng masigit na daloy ng trapiko. Third question is, based on the identified bottlenecks, suggest specific strategies for improving traffic flow at the intersection. In my own perspective, ang masasuggest ko lang to avoid these bottlenecks is, in our road infrastructure problem, we can do a road maintenance. By the time mag-schedule ng regular inspection upang ma-identified ang mga at maayos agad ang mga sirang bahagi ng kalsada. Second one in terms of traffic lights timing is we have traffic signal optimization. With this one, we can have an adaptive signal control. Pwede tayong gumamit ng mga adaptive traffic signal control system na nag-a-adjust ng light timings based sa real-time traffic condition. Number 2 is synchronization of traffic lights. Pwede nating i-synchronize sa mga traffic lights sa mga sunod-sunod na intersection upang magkaroon ng tuloy-tuloy na daloy ng trapiko. Third one is we also have regular monitoring and adjustment. In this one, we can do a traffic flow analysis. Pwede tayong gumamit ng traffic simulation tool at regular na pag-monitor ng mga traffic flow upang malaman kung kailangan ng adjustment set sa timings. Feedback mechanism naman. Pwede tayong mag-set up ng feedback system mula sa mga motorista upang malaman ang mga issues sa traffic lights. In terms of lanings naman, we can do a lane expansion. We must consider the phase expansion of primary lanes upang ma-minimize ang disruption sa traffic habang ginagawa ang widening. As you can see, in this one, we have 2 main and 2 secondary lanes. We can do a 3 main and 3 secondary lanes so that we can avoid a heavy traffic in our traffic flow. And for the fourth one naman, we have, how will you evaluate the effectiveness of your proposed improvement strategies using the traffic flow model? To evaluate the effectiveness of our proposed improvement strategies, we will use the traffic flow model to monitor the average queue length, which is we can see kung bumababa ang average queue length sa isang intersection. And then, we can also do analyze traffic flow. With this one, we will be able to identify kung naging mas smooth at mas mabilis ang daloy ng trapiko. Also, in terms of feedback, we can also collect feedback, which is pwede dito magkaroon ng collection feedbacks from the motorista tungkol sa kanilang karanasan at kung nabawasan ba ang traffic congestion. We can also do a compare before and after scenarios. Based on the traffic condition, we can compare the before and after implementations ng mga improvement strategies upang makita ang mga impact ng mga ito sa ating traffic flow. So, by following these steps, we can effectively manage and improve traffic flow and at intersections, avoiding potential bottlenecks and ensuring a smoother and safer driving experience for everyone. And that is all for today's video presentation of my simplified traffic flow simulation. I hope you guys learned something from me. Goodbye and thank you for watching.